eka wo se obra enye warawa bo o se aboa no e de akoniaba na enwene aboa no benwene bu a ohwe aboa bi se anoma okote bre ne nesa na no de ko enampani se aboa no de akoniaba na enwene ne ebuo unso bi bobra ene onamogodugu ene onamkumase ene onamonkran ne nyina ye Obra Akwantu ya yetuo no entene yensaka yenua yen papa yade nyina opani Adum Acheampong kroma de wuti Adum Acheampong na di kese pa o krom ha Yakopon chade papa yi odno bo afode biribi atwam na oye chairman dwem training e de ma MPP amanyokro osunu kokroko amanyokro no e wa Akropong CONSTITUENCY papa yi e bo no modia na be bisa no kaze chairman Achiss one hena ne maame ne hena ne papa ne nuanom ye wo ne hene ade ne nyina obeka ne nyina entena no pai ye saka ye nua ya de nyina yen wofa yen papa ya adamfo Owura Adum Acheampong kane MPP chairman ye friend chairman Achiss chairman anapai yemao achi
meje so
na mpo today
Nyankopon adom boko na mo so
Nyankopon adom chairman empani se aboa oso no na ne honam so
that's right
oye kwa mo se kan oye heavy chairman heavy chairman
yes sir
ya tewo kama tudi enemi deni anwa se me ni wahia
oh I see
na waje bre ene adaje nim se oyobi a woni bre ne adaje ni bi kra
oh I'm Kupon adom don't worry I think it's okay
mate
yeah
amanfo atiefo okuma na atiefo ne okwapeman Ghana man ho donti ene waje ubre ni bi no adaje so no mbedi kita ho na dwumadie Obra Akwantu no botata kire nyina ne se ya ba ne hu se emabu won potam ha no some si om ne fan ase kane din Akropong won ne akwapem won no mabu no asamo broni beka dia road needs away omo rezi omo tugu enti pese mo kama brabo mu nsem na ye kura hyede ma wo mo no mu se nya wotena mu na tu ifri baako ne akwa bien enti eno na ama ho akohia se ne ye do betena kunya kesie mu se ka brabo na nya hweso die enye kura hye ene futu emamabu ne so bi tu no bafo na nipani a no watie bi na ebia nso de abobra tanapai chairman Achiss e ka chairman Achiss adarma one hina
yo ne di kan mefa mo machine anase studio anase
ya makasi ya machine ya nyina ya machine ya free so
ya machine so na me di achia okwapeman apueman ene Ghana man nyina obia oritie mu nyina me manache ene ne ne edikan yo I'm say o bisa me what bisa ma say Mrs. ya na orika no say orika abrabum anasa asetrem anasa entetewe a eresesan wo Akropong anasa mafano so
ne potam
kwapem nyina you well medical aftre baby a wo mfi say Erin Hawa
oh chama kwanim
yes
wa wo fu nyina bomdi kire boma baso
very good
yo
me wo me okoforido a yes redai
okay
that is 1960 na mama na according to me mama oje ma me mama won wo frɛ no mother na ne midwifery no wo Koforidua Anglican Church and Anglican School na chi wo gata na no gata kasi wo minim se mu no ma nti Koforidua no fi asese ore tete o me na me metimi aka se anyo ba akofo pe no tete o me odo na me ne me mama no mo ne ade na ho na me ne na ho me aunties wo frɛ na auntie Tudosia no nursing sister was in Joseph Hospital. Nti na nyo ba kofo na oyen makasi nipa anuanu ma yo fi wo nyina. Nti before we na start to school. Na mo middle class 3. Na me na bia wo friend say Yakrofa. May her soul rest in peace. Na obaye nchan wo Koforidua. Na osi tambia no obete oburu kasa wo kuro no mododo nti o ka kire me mama no se da bi o kuro de kasa metete wa ha ne sɛnea mofra ne ne yɛ ne de ɛnyɛ kuro a wɔyɛ ngabofra wo nti mo messing me de mofra ne rekɔ nti me nua baako yɛ me cousin Auntie Theodosia aba Auntie Theodosia na agiba ne me mama wo frɛ ne Rentwa nti me na sesa yɛ no de mba Akropong nti me ba Akropong no me beto aso junior school me ba class 3 or class 3 no me teacher or chairman do class 3 no friend Mrs. Mary Cranton na ne kunu yɛ osofo Presbyterian Training College nti ono no di kan kyerɛ ngade na me hu du Akropong no nsakra me hu ne sɛ na saa mere no there was something they called catechism na catechism no I say what kyerɛ mo Bible kyerɛ or class ɛne yade me hu sɛ na yade na ɛkɔ so Akropong kromwa because junior school me hu sɛ na wɔ so pa nti me call class 4 and another woman or friend Emily Cranton and I say kromwa ni dinga wo ba wo be hu pa ne teacher ya boy on also 5 on her the young class 4 class 5 and then class 6 now as a matter of fact me abofran na ma so yen den kakra me dinzim hu kakra nti tambia na me ma me say okasa or brom or yes na me na be ma ba ko friend so Albert Renchi ono oye adwuma wo SAT Swiss African Trading Company na if you were now Grace Church Junction or story building be directly opposite the junction yes na me na yete brom ha make us a brom ma ebi mu friend him room one friend him room that is around Pentecost Church street in of or hona kopem abangani mo rose brom nti hona na me na me mama ne me na bia yakrofa me kana asemi afi ne ho nti dakro na my grand uncle no Albert Renji no oba na ma many a bread gua me de no si because ya ni ha wo no sa abo frɛ me hwesa no atina ya de no ko Salem o de no ko Salem a obe discipline obe sesa that is a Akropong Presbyterian Boys Boarding School. I think not the first boarding school in the country. I think it was founded in 1867. Yes. So it was in how we do Salema. Obesisa. So lo and behold, time was saying say you require entrance exams. To me control was Salem. Now I gain admission was Salem. Now indeed, me I do Salem no.
Who's a man pass man?
I say yes. Because Utuhun said, Bibia or no, Mary
share with him.
Papa Antino. I do Okoda. Oda, rising bell 5:30. Obo bell crying 1 or twice. Ye dimika kitty. Yoko, I'm na pem. And you said this time home in a developer. Now can work as our daughter. As I would to me who send our children, and my daughter Yasi. My friend at the age of 12-13, what the young could go on. Far bucket. Okogware. What sounds you need be bar. What the bar, dormitory, what dress old bed. What dress old bed, and what's I then was CC and son a walk or roko within 30 minutes.
So you're signing money in
so to me, yes, I'm so if by 6 o'clock, Obo roko bell, Brian, na what be done, I want to know what's our buying. Would I be see when him? Now, more roko, yeah, house masters, you know, and the young professor, and why, you know, they say, what around, what actually I would dress and whether you are properly dressed. Now, answer I'm be roko, no, next one I want to go around. After say, yes, indeed, what dress or bed well, Anna. So, in the course of the roko, no, say, well, the report about say, well, one dress or bed very well. You have to take 6 lashes. In Salem, there was nothing like anything less than 6 lashes. The least you do no, is 6 lashes. The tembia why you want to mention I then pepe we dismiss you and I will discharge you on roll caller. And then I will call your plot to so ejuma.
That's around 6 o'clock thereabout.
And that is beyond after 6 o'clock.
After the roll call.
So after the roll call takes just about 15 minutes or 20 minutes. So then you go out akɔdɔ plot where I won't know be making sure say piece of paper be anya then
And so
na ade nti we are no so no prefers no be around I say indeed
plots near the no.
be okay and I said then you record morning devotion. Good morning devotion also what be inspector and also I'm all right. Wash our sandals. Say what polish it and I say home fee. Wash it. O button back when to ya what it wash it what the cane here says etuana. Etuya. They will punish you for that. It is from there also no I said I feel what discharge any aqua classes. So everything was done accordingly. I mean these are some of the training what the NCLE through. But as a matter of fact, I thought I was tough, but I realized I wasn't. So I couldn't go beyond a year
in Salem.
In Salem. So they picked me back to another school, Demonstration Middle School. Things were not so easy also there, but that wasn't the boarding school, so I think it was a bit flexible. And in Demonstration, no, then I want to make a command entrance. Now me call secondary school. But as you said, the training in Akropong, as you are saying, is a change. What I can really see is in our time, as of that time, no back for no young. Because when I'm crying now misbehave, between me say hinabano. Now when you bob my medina, and as you think so fibe muna ofi. Now when you are side in New Year, what guess we are? Oh, if you are no about me catch you say, hey, me who obey. You man na oye den already. Excuse me.
And Chairman Achiss and Mutini story, no, very very interesting story.
Yeah. Then also, one thing I realized was that time I went here back home, what was be able to me check it, Obiba. I think it was part of the training. And then also, no, even we people with few crying as what say. When you mean control, they follow up to your school. No one will catch either your class teacher or the head of the school. That is the head teacher. No one report to conduct now then. And then they will discipline you for that. So I think that the difference between our time and now, what I can really see is in this our present days, but to make the class was a parent or to make school. Ni teacher ni koko and I call your teacher ni say
discipline
about so you are a part of the
situation a woman
in that aspect I think that is what I would say that if parents of today will all agree say although one of fire funu and I say one of my fire funu and I'm and the fact is that and you're back for no then.
What is your friend? And Chairman, we school no way. Finally, who's me way?
We school, Binkum Secondary School.
Okay, in 2 years with demonstration middle.
Now I call be a covenantance. And we secondary school, Binkum Secondary School.
Yeah, latte high.
Yes.
Yo, inti no chino Chairman. What's that brabo? And now to our school so.
Yes. In school, maybe I was telling my friends. Some of my best friends, your friends say, Emmanuel Freja, that is the late Omahene Adum Acheampong.
Okay.
The firstborn. Now, I say contemporaries also, and at the same time, a very good friend of mine. And he was not alone. There were many guys like Kofi Queen of Ado, now Ono, Achimota boy. And Freja, and we used to call him Sabato, Ono no call Presec. George Parry, on the Presecan, Big J, Presecan. So many of them may be academy, because be our friend, Yawaku, and that was a Nana, Mirafina, but Mr. Ye boy, honestly, a Presecan, Nijina brother, on a Motown boy, Achimota, and all these things. So, one thing I realized was that we used to have something we called Akropong Students Union.
Okay.
I was a member at that time.
Wow.
And also, I think initially I was the organizer of the group. And E. Afrejang was the chairman. Kwesi Bekwafeado was the secretary and stuff like that. So after O level, then I decided, oh, no more. Maybe I could be. Then Sawato said, oh, how Kofi Charlie? They said, no, maybe I could I said, no, Kofi Charlie. With this your brilliant this then, please. Then call. Let me say, man, call. This was in I completed O level in 1980. So after 1980, we were in Accra doing this and that. And no, it first even started in 79, yes. When the 1979 coup.
Yeah, revolution in Bayern. Yeah.
Yes. So we came home and they were preaching things like the young and whatever, the students should go about to preach about the revolts and stuff like that. And we said, oh no, we are not interested because as a matter of fact, the coup affected some of our colleagues, that is students, their parents. If I'm saying that, if you know the late General Kufu, now the money be Henry Kufu, Barbara Kufu and stuff like that, they used to attend the students' union meetings and stuff like that. So
if you want to preach about revolution, you'll be hurting their emotions. Yes, they're right.
And we said, no, we are not. So I think other students from Accra and other places were also brought to Akropong to come and preach the revolution here. And they tried to get in touch with us, and we told them we were not interested. So that was all. And then Liman came, and we were all doing what we could and all that. And then the December 1981 coup also came. And there was a guy who was, and I said, who is about 6 years or so older than me, a friend Big Afro.
Chairman Kofi Afro.
Chairman Peter Afro. Ntina mene netwo na ku ni bai na ore kase. Kofi tie na Rollins kan o si ede obi to me you don't need to be a graduate, you don't need to be this inti yanko. That was when Rollins was trying to introduce the PDCs and WDCs. And so Kofi yanko that means we made the menko. I was a government student, and what my government tutor told me about military regimes, and he said the best military regime is the worst civilian government. So irrespective of anything, I will not go. So as a matter of fact, so they took over, and then he was part of the revolution, and I also took my way until. Okay, no, I don't want to drag much into politics, so I don't know the kind of questions you're going to ask me. So I think when we get there, then I think I have to see about that, then fine.
Yeah,
so,
we'll be leaning towards your tradition. Don't worry. But my more life story, never how.
Okay, so they were doing it, and so at the same time, both of us, part of these students, young guys.
So I'm sick of quapping tree the pa. I'm sick of quapping tree the mom.
But your Marty, Intino. Woman in them say anti-revolutionaries. That is how normal friend. Now some na so Jenny Papa friends Lieutenant Yabwa, a very radical soldier. No bad. Nene ye ni ade. And what tagi and say yeah anti-revols. Many Afrejans about to yeah. There was another guy on a song of friend Kofi Bing. Obengesiama. And also another fantastic guy. He's late.
Unfortunately.
Yes. And he's a bit too PDC no ego. He could dissolve PDC. So it was the first PDC to be dissolved in this country.
Chairman Achiss and I pay Yanene Airborne Commo. Chairman, Obejina, ye bo ewura homanem ne yedi komo ne abafie me ba cho ye ma wache
ye nua
yo umodin ye me se chama be hu ni po kasa ya wo din bia de be frɛ no obe hu se wa
ame
body ne so be kawa
ono ne bidi ana me mi di
o din bi ade friend na obehu say wo mo din e be say obehu chama wo ni ba ko ka say wo ni ba ko okay mama o din bi a bibi pet name bi nickname bi efini bi amudi bo bibi a obehu say wo na e mo din akasa na ye ne mental
Oh, Master Achiss.
Yes.
Master Achiss, wo ni ba ko
Debbie o salame ho.
hey wo voice no so
Debbie.
hey mama ka ba ko ka ho
Master Achiss.
Yes.
asa
No, I'm.
Ana pay my sister Acheampong who can he ena o ahoma yi
Wow, it's true.
I mean what voice
yes.
Baba ana pay bo ache
Yeah.
na po mo today
You are Adum na muswe.
Yakopon Adum or say behind every successful man there is a woman. See asisa no. Behind every successful man there is a good woman. Enye oba ne obia.
Very good.
Enti yeda se baby a wa bo chema chidoma amana bedru ye se obia de ebe ma ne boafo. Enti wo bo djuma pa na ura kan wasem kakra chen. Otiden den e ma osia no de rafs kakra gu so ni ade na oti ase na matena be kan no wasem kakra chen.
Oh, ene de mi hu se nyame akwan. Se nyame se bibi beba wa kwan mu a ni obeye beba wa kwan mu no. Nti ene de mi hu se nyame akwan because mira de se ka se onka se pi. Onka se pi. Na oye straightforward so. Ase so ade ba kwa me pe won hu se sade odisi neni so se obeye de a ene oye den a ade no pese oye so pese oye ni yi eya eno ya ade ba kwa me pe won ho na oye lively oye loving se meka so to say watch there oda otumi yi eda odredi e kere oba pa
Or romantic.
Oye romantic kakra
Toazo
and I feel so. Me bibi won ho, but no say neni ya den. Neni ya den o ma obi nhye no so. Na onim say ebia ade yi asem ye ni say ye beka. Ohu ade a won enye no ono de obeka ama ohu say ade na wo ye na enye se na be ya obesesa. Eno so ya ade ba kwa me pebon ho pa.
I see.
Odi bi si neni so obeye de a me pa chopi. Untumi mu na bem. Na unu obi sa wo ho a eye hye unkran se wo so ye bibia utumi iye na wo ye ni yi.
Anapai waka asema ma in fact e ho adwure enyo bia na otimi kan kunu asempa ya chesa na obi kura so ntimi nfa ni kunu onamba bia ntimi kan mi kunu dan se na nenyi ho wa ya de na ade na pese obeka kire no ene mutena ye emfiese ni ukai mutena emfiese ni
se me kai pa de nem se yenya beye almost 30 years.
Wow 30 years ni ye fa na 30 years ade na wa kuma mu apeso ka kire mpese da ma bia wa wuda ho speaking kan ne ma ye mpesa na oti asi kan wa kuma mu asem action otie ye mo 2 minutes
2 minutes ade pa kwa me pe free en ho ne se ana me pese me ka kire ne se me dono na me pese nyame otumi de ne ho ma nyame pa na esa se na otumi eye politics no betumi so aka nyame asem pa eno de me sire nyame se on fan che no afeso me sire nyame kwama no nya hoden esa se wo hwe na se ne otie no se no ye se pa on se faye na nyame fa na ho fe no enua no ma na hoden na bibia odi esi ne su no neni so so obeye no yehuwa nhira no no nye na me sire se ekwan no kra esi a ena amika se yehuwa emie kwa ne ma na bibi odi esi ne su no ni esi ne su no na yehuwa amoa na ontumi nye na bibie mu no eyesika na nkrofo ewo kwa ombetumi aboa na mesire nyame so mbie kwan no omomwa na odi esi ne ni su no ontumi nye emfa ma onankasa no no fa ma onankasa ne busua no fa ma Ghana nyina yehuwa enhyira ne pa amen.
Mama Ana pay ya beda but asana be kono yentie ne ukuru so wo be ka cho obey can be your wife
Anyway.
yes I come my friend we shana I will rap for
Well, say, as a man, oh yeah, very lovely woman. She's very cool woman because the same I'm kind. Remember, for this seminar, na me democracy mo na busy na am to me be to the extent so to me betre me no bia kra na oh yeah not is no hu here.
Oh,
Seriously now. Yes, happen one cause I feel so bad. So why do you do this?
oh,
It is not once, it is not twice. She caught me in so many diverse ways, but I mean, yeah.
she's been very solidly
Very,
behind
yeah.
you. Wow.
She doesn't even been mentioning it to anybody.
Oh.
And I used to tell my friends, my wife is very fantastic. And yes, I'm at the studio hunting America. I'm telling you a fact. It's a fact.
Wow.
So I'm ready. I'm so Akropong share me and we say no. You let me give you this lady. I don't know to me. I sure also.
Oh.
To me the ready I say for that. I me don't know say I say for that. Now the more into yanka.
That's it.
Yes.
Mama.
Yeah.
Uti e kese o. Ada fa ye da wase ene modern a wo bo ura kan nyina se e kom die e bi ne no modern boss obia bro you can say fantastica wa kan nyina bom e se oyo bia Yakopon hwe o e no hwe no se ko na e ko boa abranti nti anapai asedan kwa e na ye de ma o brese mo so ye no besia
Yan fa se dan si nyina ma Yehowa. Amen.
Amen. Yeah, that's it. Mr. Acheampong na motene kana osini kunu mombo dia na sama okasoro
You're Presbyterian.
Christ.
Oh, as more Christ na I'm say my share as a Christ me ko mama ho so.
Bibia na osese wo ye media wo wuti asio wo ye mede. Enti ni se brace mu no be no atwa ben na enema hore wo se wo ye no. Na watime Yesu de onim se ye nyina ye tosi ye mrel. Enti kakra bibia no oni ne papa Yakopon no mani so na ne matime kama. Enti chairman afi ye nto aso. Ayi bra revolution ba ye na omutisi mu na ayi to je ni let and ye boa etisi mu no me chom so mu anti revo omoma
He was in charge of PDCs and WDCs. I think he was working together with Mr. Achiss. Achiss was the secretary for PDCs and WDCs.
Achiss ay nakop kanenakop.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a codizo of Akropong PDC, and it was a big blow to the revolution because that was the first PDCs to be dissolved, and it was done on also 31st of December. So exactly 1 year of the revolution in the Yakwaya side.
Smoguno.
We succeeded all right.
Oh, Akropong.
And the boys here too were very tough. Chairman Afro and the guys, Kwame Wise.
On no revolution for.
Yes.
Mo na clash say you know.
Yes. But you cannot operate. You cannot operate openly. We're doing things underground.
Low key.
Yeah. So as soon as we came out, because of the harassment and other things, the whole township, were on our side. It is often we are and the saying every year. Very quiet. One Sunday or so, me young Ababene Sabato ya making on my hand bay. Afrejan Yaubi, Miss Abon in bad.
No, didn't say no.
Yes.
Okay.
And others, or being a Siama and that young Abba. One and my instinct was telling me to move, quack. So I was going with Yaubi. He was driving his daddy's car. I park a Mercedes. Young quite also train kakra. So that I'm not city line city line transport.
No Hrisnam.
I'm Hutram se meko.
Unya no aba.
To me do pediase. Here is sense I'm upon them who say Land Rover about 4 antenna sisi. So but those times those were the cars are now.
Revolution for you.
Something then occurred to me say Kofi the work corporations.
Akropong no mokope.
I didn't even know, as a matter of fact, but all that
Came to we're going somewhere to operate.
this
Yeah.
is what they are going to operate. Those times, mobile phones.
And we're here.
I could do 3 days time or so. I'm here, sir, member back. Bas the same year, I'm a baby. To me, do chrono right from the down there. I mean, say the whole town was virtually empty.
Akropong Chroma.
Be any chrono street, something happened. Okay, to me say,
What is
wrong?
happening?
To me, see 4 more. I bang anymore. And there was a lady on those now or school or dance secondary school.
Oh, that's cool.
Dance school. On no pen or share, I am fit down as on the staff now.
I in the office or no?
Me see from bass into pen say Achiss, bra. Me jina home.
Uncle Uma.
You know, say hey, me say bra, what you then, bra. Hey, me fra won't you want jina way. Me ko pen say hey. Wọ́n á bẹ kyerɛ nkurɔfoɔ no nyinaa kɔ nti sabato ɔhyɛ fie ntumi nkɔ that time no University of Ghana Legon wotu wɔwɔ kyerɛ no nti wone ne wɔhwɛ mu denene m sɛ saa nti mekɔɛ da sabato hyɛ dɛn da me sɛ Charlie wɔsɛ Charlie they've arrested the guys and one of the guys ɔfrɛ ne Nico
Obviously I'm on the dom koda da.
abɛn nso escape you no. One guy okay home, Nico. On the University of Ghana. Very fine gentleman. Watching more than quite. Till Sunday afternoon. Was about to enjoy if you yeah, it is a crazy upon Abba Ose. Or show my or bound and babon come out and plead with him. Say, oh, on Shan Wunya Nipani or Bakufu no Kumsun and Nipedi into Wunya and I said, fine. Achiss is Onya, the ringleaders in ya.
Unyao.
But so got so good, no. Achiss form no. There wasn't a single person or their backgrounds. Now there's a lady also, a friend of Fosti, and also later I could join one. But initially she was not part of them. Very dynamic woman. Fosti, and I said friend. Sister Brewer and Auntie Brewer. To onya hint is accuracy about no kofa gongo no daru or baby see no 2 room no what daru ni si papa no mo be chiri yenu anu yam papa no ne yam fa no ne akoyen waba within a twinkle of an eye the whole place was filled with people, about 1,000 people if I may.
Your eye says right, yeah, your memories.
Achiss didn't know say crowd na be go sa o jenya mama hin kan ya many or something. Nti afi on mama hin wi no record. This was around 5:30 p.m. O do ho na crowd hu so ba na fi wo fi say they were screaming at him. Kiki no mama hin say one was na me catch one. Enya won a won a kire won and few na won aka na mo hwehwe won na but the entire
Akropong township, yeah.
No.
And no more post.
Because of the harassment what they are. I can never Achiss people into your mind. It's okay on one bekasa. On my hand the dankwa course row. Now okatre crowd and say 6 abo. Mre won o man mun say 6
curfew.
6 abo 1 year rally. But what is happening now seems to be a rally. Nti opanyina ntumi no obi ankasa so oka bibi na BBC a because oni mumra no wabu mra no. Nti papa na man assurance say okọ na wode yan krofo no be den.
Abeba.
Anu na sebu ya. No obi say any say onka bibi nchire won da ba no wode ba na na adanko say o so okọ ye de manim ha ya wode wo meba. And that even took them about 3 days or so. What one by and drew about 8 p.m. What one by, and it was also another celebration. So that's how the whole thing started, and then we went through this 1991. In 1991, then we started regrouping ourselves. We had a hint that there was going to be democratic dispensation, and therefore Ronald was preparing to hand over power to constitutional or civilian government and stuff like that. So some of us who thought
Chama, mame call line you tsunami ni komombra. Then to us so Araya Moachi. Mache Osiania and Ayaja.
Yen, but Oyaja.
Oh, today. Yo, a more answer na Chama only Bacoka say.
but there be
Chairman Yahu, a moody and yeah, no mental kakra. Of course, we're a smart guy, and he's still a smart guy. Then I be car or the behum. What be a car? What I say be a car or the becar?
Wait, there's a me meeting.
Hey, only be a car or the becar. But you want the Paco?
there you.
Hey, only be a car or the becar.
Okay, it made me go school be there.
Chama only Paco.
There you almost couldn't.
I said, school did
Penfield.
Penfield.
Oh, okay, that's my daughter.
That's your daughter.
Yes.
Anima.
Yes.
Anima. A tunu papa di kibia mudi beka anima if we dey baby. What say? Be a big daddy. And maybe sir. Anyway, anima and your friend na yawo ahoma yisu. Anima. Akropong boy no wa mo bia ngo say your papa Adum Acheampong. In fact, Barima Adum Acheampong, me man Barima papa Barima. Dana beka fa papa ho. Yeah, free mo frase hunu ye minimo bia or your bia se papa de share chiri ni papa de ni dana beka fa dedi ho.
That did it. There are so many things that I can say about him, but the number one thing that I always know my dad for is selflessness. You know, my dad would always go the extra mile to have his kids comfortable, even if the person is not his child, if it is his friend, or even he could even meet the person today and so go the extra mile for the person. You know, I sometimes I worry about Please permit me to speak English.
I mean, sisi de mutie katwi no sisi abana mo orite ewo market wo ukogom ho a sisi de mu nya rite.
So permit me to speak English today.
Papa say
Katwi na ja na tren.
What say?
Oh.
Okwapini ba. Oba so ira. David. Una ka ye be yi ni mana free wo so. Ka twi ne ko. Oni na obeka bi aka ni ntie o. O papa say nguna ni mase o chite wo akropong twi. Ka ho. Enti ka twi no ye ntie o.
Yeah, I'm we can say or selfless, very selfless person.
Selfless ahofama or yahofama or obi o ahofama and a day.
Yes. You be and now you're very, very disciplined, you know. It be or she say will be the right thing. You know, he never compromises. He's making sure that the right thing is done. That is what I've known him for. And I really admire him for that. That is what I can say about my dad.
Anima, then papa ya o kai pa sell papa mama ka ho chill ka o ka gwamu ka unim ni obeye, but they came to rescue. Tell me, your dad, your hero. Tell me about him.
Not me kai say not me was school. Not me home family. I felt very ill. Wherever my dad was not in town, but I'm a friend with school. Within the shortest possible time, my papa by school one of the family they call hospital. You know, he was not so close to me. Now always but I was amazed. Say, within that short period, no, daddy we pay school hall and them no, the family they call hospital. And see, if he had not showed up that day, I don't know how I would have survived, because it was a critical moment. It was a critical moment. You see, I will never forget that about my dad.
Okay.
So
and now papa at her celebrate papa in life. And then now become the action from the very bottom of your heart. What have you been having in your heart? I so can unya kwanya. Yen twa ma papa nguensa. I be jina ho I be cabrofo, kankro akwapichi kra wo bre. I be potobro go. My dad was excellent, was it? Can you so can you na acha papa now to know tie?
Oh, young person me catch him papa si. I can be crying and train. Say me don't pa. Don't papa ye na. Me bomb paisi. Nyame be man kwantintin. Na on seem to me enjoy ye sika is benya, you know. So ya wama yako schooler ya be very educated people no. Me bomb paisi nyame be man kwantintin. Me don't hear ba me them papa home fa na me ho yera me. Enti me bomb paisi nyame man kwantintin na omano ahodi so want me enjoy yenso kakra ibenya edibeman.
Anapai anybody o papa be do asba asna be koni nti no papa so a obeka kire o.
Yo. Aba anima. Tizani okan. Oh, a cool girl. Onyankopon chama de o me de me was that kase de me rade. And I'm kushia ma me bi hospital. Na o ka kire me say abofra pade onyankopon no ye den.
Odema.
So as I'm not remember me trimu da. Because they say we share development in my koso. And the I'm afraid fall victims to that now. But onyankopon aboa me man we cool. Nti men shada anten wonder. Men shada anten because na ni nyina gina to pa one mama because me spend time with you most of my time there outside because politics which me can say from 1991 politics takes about 70% of my activities. Nti you know me da won say once we your city man men no mama. Now one my enu ye ho ne say ye do one by wiase me nti me so me da won say pa.
Anima?
Yeah.
Anapai ye bedase.
Me dance.
Anima eye chama ne ba na waba onso abeka no nim fa ne papa ho. Che enti regrouping ni by but in between no. Yeah, be chill ni anya wan chill na je ho before the regrouping. What have you been doing along the line? What were you doing now day?
I was lucky, let me tell you one thing. My papa, a friend of Kofi Ansong.
Okay.
The founder of
a good microphone man.
The father of Akropong Secondary School.
Okay.
The founder and Nechiba, my papa.
Oh, wow.
Me dinga champon or the to lawyer Obra Akwantu.
Okay.
Actually, me started school na dinyana Obra Akwantu kamidino. That is Opoku Nikao. But that was dominating because of Obra Akwantu. People were calling me Obra Akwantu more than Adum Acheampong. So I decided to drop the Opoku. Only also to show say me papa ne Adum but not Obra Akwantu.
Yeah.
So he advised me in life. He said, Kofi, let me tell you, I'm papa, your friend me Fifi. Mama, my papa, your friend me Fifi. And people very close to me, especially say, young patemo ha, I mean one cool school, my friend, I mean one see so, you know, the one friend me Fifi. Now, intimate so big Fifi Penna is the only park on
the Mopa.
Very well.
So, my code name is we both pay my island.
I catch him and say, horrible Bob, or you know, ma kanya wo afefede. Advice I'm the man on say. Them be a winya ska da beto kan. Fata asase. Na car, ukoto car brand new from shop. Or a driver be fie do fie. Wa be park it. critical issue aba. I say we liquidate wo. What the car no san ko back to utonga. We will never get the same value.
Value, yes.
My own interest in core properties. But as a young man, I started to do things. Now, may speculations, kakra, property speculations, land speculations. But I got it done very well because when I became a very good friend of one lawyer, Kwelabi, the former first MP.
Honorable Kwelabi.
And also, he gave me opportunities. And I made little sums of money, and that was what I was living on. To me, I must speculate. Mania something else, and all those. And I was doing anything for me to get money. So that is what God was helping me in my life. Yeah,
I see. I see. And to regrouping, no, buy, no.
Yeah.
Answer, no. Yem try kakra na yemra na yebape ebeto aso anopai se afi na ade wa free na to ha ye ne chairman Adum Acheampong fifi opoku kan de no na ye drop yi but then they be count for the sake of recognition and papai abon the bray as he said he's been into properties landed properties and all that and obedi chairman MMPP amanyoko no soko krukwa amanyoko no e wa Akropong constituency ne important entine okana brabo mu nsema no kani obeka e bape meche ne madodo ya owo ene ni nuano meka ne ho no bebo mu din na yebia ya ba ne political career nso mu kakra sanse we dey atwafufu am na tonkwam ene coordinators elections krom ha yebia kwasida constituency elections but you be pay maybe say na feeling it say na ehun bi wom na pressure bi wom enti ye twa ho aba ye ba obi abala ahoma so ma ni wie na ye wie ho ntew obega si adopo o tie ka ye mo achi Agra o tie ka ye mo achi o good morning
hello
Agra mo achi adopo yi
hello
yes sir chama ye mo achi adopo yi
yeah okay
ne po today
na me yes
sa pepepe chama ma only wa ko ka say
very well.
Why
My friend Peter.
so okuma mo kesi lipa
chama ane akonya na betra mu no unu akoto atim na ye ne mentor o so wa huni pa ko say hwan Peter
Yeah.
I was on for Peter and a very chairman
I have question
I said, what's your cabra penny Peter? We are fish. Chairman, where there, Mr. Man, Chairman Peter Kofi Ansong who do GPI to Akropong station. Papa, Chairman Chichipa, or heavy.
Another
fantastic man, yes, that's the word. Any second, Chairman, I don't pay Unia commanded na better hey, baby, I better and then also so a bit do a celebrating the life any other boarding. And they yes so your friend say can be found near Unifano.
oh me and Kofi Ansong Senator Fletcher Kofi Ansong na mini abane nti me remember my mini I know when you see Kwapman secondary school na also wasum the Kwapman when you are being baby ada no baby am kono no nko ho na the struggle continues. Na what they are doing by a 2 PDC, your Akropong, many methods that you require. Very cool. Now, right, very cool. You're going to the you're a Democrat. You're a Democrat or you're a revolution. I'm so clear. You're quite. You will see a PDC now also offering us according to another group. You will be this of PDC. I create a problem by the identity. Kofi, a top guy in organization, everything. Kofi, I'm Obra. Senator Fletcher, yes, or brother said, what's the song? The dear ultimately, you are branch here, works to making all your wire. When I see him, on Abra Boom, one and there are Nipa on one, until that could be a share, no Abra Break, I could be one on by. About MPP parties here, the Akropong coincidence here. You can't beat Kofi Ansong, but there and so Nipa for any of you, if you never like your question, better accept why you do. Because young government paying President Kufuor, who calls it is more quite a bit about friend and good friend. Chonka Achiss you see a lot of I don't want a party Tata pick up Sheka now no take control. The election, the election for New York Kofi Ansong Baffuor MPP. And the corona Casa was the Akropong. The youth, whatever it is, or youth in the Ukraine, I say, Bakuna Kawan, better than Kai Hong Kong. I say, so we could have fracture. We are Nelson, why the universe, one of them back. The man so, you have a very man, you're offering to man. If you need a very man, yet you pack, you're looking here, there's a storm. Yet here, was in the equity. You say, if you are champion, why one down for film, while boom, the why and she maybe went to my car for Nelson, you or Kuma. If you walk more fun, I can cry, and oh, yeah, schedule a fracture, we are in 2 seconds, but some of the movie taking what can I do that you want some to call or entertain Kranu about it. Was a minute, will be party, bring to 2% back. They won't love me until I say I forget it. What about 20 billion? That you are not working out. They're not even about or accepting this nature, no principle. You know, because of the board party, you get to my Kofi didn't care about money, whatever, you don't need it. Why did we have a party and the Kulan Casa? Now, none of my father and the way say, Tama, what will be a good PDC? Look up him. I just don't know about it. Because the one thing I can say, very good. Nothing more because you see about that. If you have one look, you see in the year, or look, Tama Christian, many of the war band. Let us use it to you. Why you want the demonstration? Why you say? At the end of the day, many living prevention. A young year, when China, and also a young year, most maybe, now respect as all the demand, also respect as all the demand. And she is less than born, young Mazenoso. That was also in the house. Yes, I am principle. You need security. You need beauty security. If you have no matter what can I do. And the one I want to be just a cry, why you're careful, knowing you are catching your back and I do. But you for the team, you know the traffic, you are the winning period. And the Sudan today.
I'm an appointment. What can you na? You bet that's what I say. Union, say when you walk, I don't know about you, Union Penny Kofi Ansong.
I'm saying I'm making an honest and I can design a catcher. In politics, he was.
Yeah, they do have for pension, so the friend Katra. One traffic.
No. Or opposite. And so, over to see at 1 year in command, who no belong to the opposite side. Make an opposite side, that is a political line, and as a play field. And so, we tolerate ourselves. We to be a man and young can respect us. To say your kind argument. You to me discuss politics with. You men and them asaso. You can politics the young boomfu young contact. To say me puyena say nipa bi as a was work contact because of politics only in the young can yaka. Na mesero because a chawadron I'm trying to Kofi like I said, a very very fantastic guy, Yeah.
And I pay chairman, you better say. Yeah, that's it, chairman. Chairman Peter Kofi Ansong and I no pay. You need the kita. Remember, na yama chairman abeka and send back for new no ho and yama back near TSC politics. Baby, obo politics no. And I pay Akropong bank at Aroma. Was some cow saying fear the nani ya or discuss someone to esi omaniso. Yenim ni oma ye see him bekuya. Nani di fatana kono. Where bank here, a year bank, Nikita ATM machines, miensa. The back of crown form, and they would room and some of Bakusi ho, would do Medina Bakusi ho, and a back war head office. Yeah, a war manfi, and an impatum. And they only never be a bear boy, and Nessica Samto Tier, Agina Branny. Savings and current account, Akusika, and no, Yadima, a just former na bosome mi esantem no wetuatua kakra eda form business operation account enso so ewo hobby ni nyina enso ode bema me double account de bie di ma ye ma na ye ma no daache etimi akoyie controller loan de ma ono ma eye adwuma controller and accountant general for ti omoka no no hwede do na 24 hours within near the loan na ma aban adwuma ku ahodo ye momobosia na wo ye pensioner na oxika ma ya entete bia na bibie atochima ohia sika me pa chew eno aso be ko ne ama pensioner loan bi microfinance loan eno ye de ma enkuaku ahodo yo makom ho abom na transport loan uyo bia opekai ana uyo suku uya sorry opeka me pa chew transport business obenya a transport loan bia bodia any penny eme na ye ne onkasa asori koso asofo no bomodi akwagibi oto asase woto kai ana se wo ye expansion asonda na wusie opeso boso me pa chew obenya asori koso eno so ye de boa na ye de tu asori mpon no ene obi wanu skefra brochira enkona number bia ria monogram and a monolink unity link ni nyina Western Union ye de ni nyina bi aba yem twada so be bia be ko bia no yankrabatan ebi ho ATM se bade ka che sensa mo Madina na manfe me ka wo se udru manfe a ye ne lorry station di anim hwe udru adukrom ahimfie nanim ho a na Kofi Ansong ye ne police station di anim hwe udru yensa wo ma ye ne edwa no edi anim hwe na buri ye wo edwa no Central Market na chipe udru Madina ye wo eye Oman FM enkyerem ho a ye bo ho na latenso ye ne ahimfie di anim hwe adoso ye bo edwa no enkyerem ho a 050-168-9849 and 050-168-9826 2015 and the best rural bank of the year 2016 and then most compliance bank of the year in Ghana. HSC aboy mwode pa a free 2019 waiting year ye toso 92 abra ye rural banks okroma ye dozo pa ye ne toso 92 92nd yes ya boy homebody pa since 2002 yeah the Kodom Ghana Prestigious Club 100 yeah ko ba bia ye pupu ye ti ye woso ye sheki ye si ejina mu a ene ejina ma chese enwuma enia eso ani I sounded like about in so buy ne eboama tipaye so tifo adwa ne friend migraine asorobin ene betimi aboa obi esni tiwunti ba bia ti entwansa sans wanye ko first stroke ene ya de bi dia brew emwa na Parkinson disease obi an ho so oya adwuma na wabre adwen ye si bi asi me friend brain tumor me pa cho moja be di afrosane a e somebody like about ene betimi aboa wo eno be hia 250 ml eno pure water fa na wano ehura no medical tea no tea bag ne me sa de agum mane so be minute mienu ene me sa ne enum so now the atre no uhwie ewo atre ba akona de agum ana atre mienu tablespoon kese no na wanum a emfa sikire ngum emfa makangum ne bo na hwe adwuma ebe ye de ama wo so pinto ye ba ti so abai no eboa immune system no ema no ye nam na timi akwete ya de ahodo nyina ene eboa ama betra infection wo mu nyina etu atwa na ebema friends moja no so emu asane ana so no moja no so wi a ebema osa ene omrebo nyina ya adwuma kama na etimi aboa wo ama bonwuma no aboa ama nipadua no enyo ne bekom nyina etimi ayam atridi ene typhoid ena jaundice die na chiwade kese pa ene ayisa opinto heba ayisa mita heba ti so ena aboa ma moje di afrosane we mu yie eno ete cholesterol so kra ena diabetes ena hypertension na chiwade kese ene ayisa mita heba ti to ase kra obehia 250 ml of water eno ane pure water ne fa ono ne huru yimiensa gum emfa sikire ngum emfa makangum ne bo eno ebetimi aboa ene Kwasi Christian Herbal Center for Adaroma ya obutu na nkese ayisa kofodia yesu humu kwatin ponso no butu fraser 2444132470 248152323 ne no mani nkita ho opebi atu opebi akoche opemu nchemu bia na mabono mesi e dia ma kofodia Herbal Ideas Herbal Shop taxi rank na Jerome Herbal Shop kofodia zongo area mama All Nations University traffic light na sepe so hum Matisco Drugstore T Junction and our Pesa Drugstore. First Nadu Drugstore ewo Akropong ya ebe GCB Bank no. Oda credit drugstore na Natural Drugstore and a Precious Chemical Shop. Begro mo beko mame Dede Drugstore. Akropong mucha yi ene de bia ben Major Drugstore ya ene Superb Lounge ene boy ni mo. Bomadi ya nekwajibi na onso untimi ene ho. Ene ye ba na ye MC yemfa we taw.
Ghanaians, Akropong Raba, some men can't say what the express loan at the Abama buy a Juma for what you are catching controller. And for so was Sabi when they say, and see where one of your kit to be. Sikadu be a whoopee be answer, Sabi to me account. The face Umra who crown and was Saka with Sikano. So account, and as a winning account was Sika Crabia Hono, who Sabi to me a cabin. A buy a Juma for Sacomodia, a cap private sector. Yes, yeah, scheme loan. How long way a comma private sector worker. Ye here is a weird Juma or private sector. Yanu a Juma penny for no ebedin sawoso. Na yetumi abua workers no lo musaka loan bi. Akropong Raba can crop batani bi we paymentam and in Akropong mantem. Na emu se we hia ya frɛ yɛn e wo your headquarters ahome so 0501 689 826 and answer 0501 689 849. Akropong Raba, your financial partner with flexible solutions.
Say ye kase Dominion Herbal Powder ema immune system and then kwabo wo nipadua mu ne yeden na ne senti wotadi yare sunkunimu a ehu adanse bi ni o
adron dey fine pa manum bi tina me di ho adanse no enya ye se me se
Dominion Herbal Powder de ninia enya amanfo adanse enti na be kanfo ne aye wo me nipadua mu no eburo madwen ene menti ase so emma Dominion Herbal Powder empa wo hu da biara da
asem no anada ho no Dominion Herbal Powder enwanso anya wo nsu ohie wo tea cup mu na de atreketo ase biagumu wo twan seti yanum wawie Angels Dominion Herbal Center won kokko ene de aba apemfo aba ton mo manufo ene nkwada woni fiedum ye de won ka ho dodo afre 054 315 8195
FDA agi edwadie nkratoɔ yi atum
Eradi asomdwe nka mu nyina Onuadofo a wotie me onipa asetena mu nsɛm ɛdɔɔso ebi yɛ nije na ebi ɛyɛ areho ne ɛyɛ nije no ye kaide nanso ne nkai ne kakra bi na ne yare ho no ene yentena che na etode bi a edienya ema ne omo yehwe se betumi ayo no mpuni yentumi nye ne saaye mu no ena Okoman radio 97.1 edu jumedi a yatudin ene dasobre ederebrel fi joda kosi fida anopa biara finonum ekosi emra nonum abapaun sima edunum yenga yebedi sa jumedi mu chiame ene me osofo John Kwachi mini minua osofo Nathaniel Kingsley NT mesrese yaso leti sa jumedi onyankopon nam so ebe ma waye kunudefo onyankopon nhyira amen
Abra makoye shopping waba sese de edigia befie eti bachira hodo
What? Mirror.
Yes.
Eyisa Medulac Herbal Tea. Eyisa Opinto Herbal Tea. And Eyisa Minta Herbal Tea. And on the shopping no.
Hey.
Now who me saying?
Hey.
Herbal Tea. Eye ni jedie.
Sana wakachire me. Na wo shantade apuskelenke di wa ha mo ne sa I am aware no. Bo life na se yare se widie mu a. Na se wo nuru ba bia na wo babro amono. Na me so mabakokora amono. Eno na wo pe.
Eno so de tofe akwa. Enye menum Eyisa Herbal Tea. De bia enyini ache.
Afa na wo kasa yi. Eyisa Medulac Herbal Tea. Wo de tun suahiem kakra na adwoa. Na wo de wo kakra frem. Emfa milk na sugar nka ho. No anom ne sa. Uti paw gaga. Eye migraine. Se stress kra na wabre na ha wo a. Ebadwo fom ama de wo ye no. Wadwena koso no aye ne yie. Ama mogya no so apompe yie. Obi kra no wo no. Eye Parkinson disease. Ana obi kra nya brain tumor. Ebejai.
Eyisa Opinto Herbal Tea nso e.
Eyisa Opinto Herbal Tea. Eno so fatun suahiem 5 minutes bi achi. Na wanom ne sa emfa hwe mfrem. Ebe boost your immune system. Ewo liver any kidney no ho pa. Na mo ahodene da. Ene menu chef football match na ka be hye bi pa. Malaria fever, typhoid, ene jode sonso de ho etwifa won so kra.
Ene ye won so yire wo ho nanom. Na frisa me chewo a me njeja me ho.
Ene wo de abewo. Na ye wo Eyisa Minta Herbal Tea nso. E check cholesterol, blood pressure, and diabetes.
Ya mani nyina empafie hada.
Debida.
Abusia ni nyina benum bida.
Our pharmacies, herbal and chemical shops. Dudua, Kwayisi Christian Herbal Center. Ewo Eyisa Suhum Kofodua Main Road. From 0244 413 247 and now 0248 152323.
Eyisa Herbal Tea.
Numbi na wabehunu ensesa ewa pomdirimu.
FDA ahwehwe saa ejadie nkrato yi mu agye atum se eye.
In the studio today is Mr. Adum Acheampong, aka Chairman Achiss, former MPP chairman for the Akropong constituency in Akropong, and we were talking about his life and the anti-revolt, movement and all that. But now we are coming into the studio. Yeba studio ha na you go straight or kanema ni nuano me kana ho na kan nuano ma ne madu do obi a yeba politics nim chairman unuano me kan ho no ebi ne ho ane ho una epani una hye middle and na baby last
me a middle born mama was 7 my senior brother yeah nyina yem pen or friend of Kodwe Boa. He is based in Germany.
Okay.
And then number 2 no friend Lily Adobia. And then number 3 no friend of Winifred and I said Nanire on the Soho, and then Name Maba, and then Mechiba, and I said Mechi Manon so 3 Yausu, and Kwame Ibeng, and Kwamna Kwesi, popularly known as Okum. So we are 7 in number. That's it. Yeah. And Papa's side, I am half sisters, Adum Acheampong, and Usia is based also in England. And Kwasi Osei, or not so well film. And my big sister, my Papa's side, or friend Anima, or no crown in the Kuno. So this is how it is, and that's how it is. Yes.
Okay. Ente omanso Onyankopon shira o mother do say.
Me wo ma 5. 3 girls, 4 girls and then a boy.
Wow.
Yes. My first born or friend or Kofi, and my second born or the Sewa, me done to me mama. Kofi and me done to me mommy. And my mama they Sewa. Mama ni dingan kasa de papa de told the Sewa. But I never come up. The Odu fiends was it Abby. Yeah, then about 2 open be with him until our friend or Rinchua or then to an aquam Rinchi. By Rinchua and I feel a bear established well. The people didn't know that my crying or friends. I just in a papa manner when you saw friend say 1 and our friend say 1. So that's how it is.
Oh yeah. Tell me, Yamra Akropong constituency. Brebe na di chairman.
From 2001 to 2013. That's about 12 years. I call 3 times yet.
I see. And you say 3 times as chairman.
Yes.
Wow. We're a friend indefatigable chairman. Achiss. And Sabri, you're not part of opposition.
Yes, because you started MPP one. We started with a club that is Dankwa Buzia Club. That was in 1991, and we were the young ones and I doing because that time I was just about 31 years, and people like Mr. Ansensari, former director of law school, Mr. Agarukulabi, Mr. Anansi, Adum Acheampong time, no regional commissioner, and Mr. Ofe Progress on a day. Because I don't know a Buzia around boys in Biana say those who were people behind Buzia were him her. And Mr. Ofe Progress man. So on Dankwa Buzia no BJ Darocha no former MPP national chairman no. She on taking charge of a and when we started working as a club no. Na yeah juma kwa akọ okrimu nyina ho na me first time me go village bi okre for security ase nti we were moving to every village to get operatives there because now one lifted a ban on political activities here nti we were doing all these things underground nti few guys are now was so much my and there's another gentleman Dr. Dankwa I think is now a lecturer at the Methodist University or no. Finally, maybe the youth organizer. So I was the first youth organizer in the constituency, and at the Dankwa also the first constituency secretary. But then Nanedi Ankama also became our chairman. So this is how Dankwa, the whole thing started over here. And in Akropong constituency, then Yere Akko NPP no. Dana worry to MPP and I say MPP, you know. War Mr. Stephen Krekufi war cantonment, between cantonment and Labone, that night I happened to be there. They want to share a name for the party, symbol for the parties, and slogans for the party, and all those things. I was there. That is, I think, it's a prestigious moment for me. I think the only person from Akropong now, me, Mr. Ansasari, Ajari Kwela B, and I think who else? I think who were there at that night. That is it. Then after that,
and France regrouping a MPP air banner from UP. Then Kabuzia and to the now hobby.
What
MPP?
Yes, I was there.
And a Fabino, we are founding member.
Oh yes, I can say that. Oh yes.
I say me.
Yes.
Chairman Achiss, Adum Acheampong.
Yes, I'm very proud of
me
that.
Count. If say a dear boy say, was it one fear na mo ready no?
Mr. Simon Kreku.
Simon Kreku fie.
Yeah.
You see, obi ni mo bi chire.
No.
And then they will chire mo no. A grown so ni chire mo. And there's a honey 2D no. Na one aka so mo hobi.
Oh, say that time no BJ Darocha no money, Aramponsa no money.
There's a unim Aramponsa mo nyina.
Oh, very well. JH Mensa mo nyina, and Safwa do Dr. Addison or Takrade, and I mean all the big people when we talk of Buzia ministers, yes, I had opportunity to interact with them.
Nobody fear me say.
Oh, now me 31, 32.
And now ne guru see.
Yes, that me kwa. Like we say, now me are very young. What are your own discussions or conversations are? What you come now with you on?
Who you observer?
Yeah, you pick the wisdom now. Now they are Obra. And there was something they used to call Sunday school. I don't know why it will be that Rocha fee. And I say, I know, all the Buzia guys, what about every Sunday? One have a bon como, I don't know, one tea, no money idea, and some of my day. Obiako. And I happened to be there for about 3-4 occasions. Because a Jarico Lebiqua was Achiss, let's go, not the Meko. And since I remember Kenya, no more. In 1992, Nipa Minyawa, Namitumin won't come on, what Bakwile over Bon Common. It gave me the opportunity to know much in politics. And yes, we know so means they may ban now, be no case, yes, rather no. I went around looking for people to come and join the group. Because time my area side and NDC for no Saturn PNDC, they were also vigorously trying to form their political party. It was one better something they called Eagle Club. Big Afro American and the cruise and one, so they wanted to consolidate their position over there. And people do not know about all these things. Now, make sure our time and at this time now, there's a dramatic change, big time change. I think is very serious. We need to take a very good look at it and then correct things. Other than that,
and to where constituency, I believe I was informed.
We see from 2013.
Yeah. One and see an alcohol about one.
No.
One of CS, very much baby. Now, who hand over my way?
This guy took over from me, my friend Bequin.
For much of my Bequin?
Yeah.
Now, why didn't you say, was I 20% baby?
Matty.
Never be said, bit test, yes, Miss Anne say, a den now of free as here when your person baby this time I was opportunity. Question Miss Anne, I think I say.
Well, questions like this, at times, I don't want to interfere because, as a matter of fact, or Obe take over from me. There were certain things he tried to do. Now I can say, look, you can't do that. Like he tried to tamper with the album. Now I can say, look, you can't do that. But he did. He prevented some people from performing their functions.
In fact, disenfranchising people.
Yeah, not that. But coordinators, also he would not allow them to work because there was no election. But I remember time, there was something people didn't understand it, and that is the experience they are now having. Remember time, say about polling station elections are, me filing notice of pool. Even polling station,
polling station.
Yes, me filing notice of pool.
Transparency.
And then they will ignore Very few of them now will be one form. So no. Then opening of the trade date of opening of nominations and closing of nominations. It's a time no so now one no close nominations. We are then I will not allow you because I wanted them to understand the process. And people thought, no, me are too robust and stuff like that, but no. Into no, yeah, elections in New Year. We share album now and say, this place, this position, or these positions, Nipebia and contest here. Then we fall on the party people to get a loyal party member, and then we put him there or put
to hold the fort.
Yeah. Kopem time. So the last time I recorded the position of what is called coordinatorship here in we open polls, we give them date of nominations and closing of nominations. People who took the forms, most of them had it unopposed. Because that time, I don't know, very aggressive in this particular process. That is a polling station and coordinator election. I don't really know why. But I can say, people think doing politics is a platform of making money. But in our time, no. No. Maybe we took it like a hobby. That's what Ajari Lebi told me. What's the hell, Achiss? You can make money outside politics rather than inside. But like I was talking to you, because of running some activities into they call serious political veterans we call cake with them we call Kwesiama no a Buzia defense minister, not airport residential down. Many more CPP guys crying MP remember advice a cake with them other man in Jaroko Lebi. Yan couldn't come introduce himself on a papa UP guys be Obuada Banco Labi, Buzia, Uncrofonibia. Now, Yan ko bonko more. Now, or a catcher is the near G. Say young people like us, young bad or yet number camp. Why old? Now, advice for back one of my say politics is very, very interesting game. Temptations womb. Temptations are when they say, see a man any brisker, a name be in a be home. See an uncle prisoner. Young and big grassy. But say, yes, here politics near any genuine so tear. Scan about what time I won't. Now, wouldn't baby as can be.
When in Nassau.
Yes. So I don't know to me to you, I found to baby. But you know, in our time, I am say the way I am a run party, and I won't say. So my main reasons I'm say I think 12 years is enough. Obinsu may be. Say bibi woman there omedi
no who's
that woman no one's woman who be. Intimate the miracle. Tama me yes a miracle. Obi is Mr. Adiobo. Another very good man or help me as a chairman. Just logistics wise, advice and all those
resources.
Things. Yeah, Mr. Diobo, Mr. Sansari, Mr. Nature Didakon. These are the three people I'm thinking they were solidly
pillars.
Yeah. I would say no, Achiss. Kwaruko, he no nipa would the original one because it's dangerous. Ruko, so to me will be also he can take over the month. Let me say, Mr. Diobo. Me pese party funa you won nipa na wonga se ekoya won yin ankoya won yin because me ko you be say o you miss take over na ankoyi pe
they'll blame you.
They'll blame me. Oh yeah me say no two ways me no be me ko
okodo me ko munuanom
na wie me dey. So that is how. But you see, me policy, me dear chicha, because Kwena Ham, your lawyer, no, a very serious politician. Time I worry try, Mr. Mensah Bones, page 28, if you heard of that famous case, page 28, Obekaya. There was a case that Justice Abanko quote to BBC, is it Buzia or something said something. Now, we see, Mensa Bones, you see, Justice Abang, he was then the Chief Justice also, said, Supreme Court judge. I can be bina, and you're not quiet. Justice Abang, no mistake. Papa, no money. Judgment or kind judgment anyway. Instead of them to apply for official certified copy of the judgment, what people were on a cultural article, the Yao Chief Justice, they cited him for contempt. Sabrin Martin Amidou, who was the Deputy Attorney General, who was doing the prosecution. I was there at the Supreme Court. Time what the free press man or friends saying.
Kumsin.
Oh, free press proprietor, free press
Okay.
proprietor. Running the trial so many times, jailing so many times. All his trials, I was there. The 17 eminent politicians against the NCC were a try. One of the challenge for political electoral laws. I would buy was one. I was there.
So you've been through it all.
A lot. And our time, me share. Can't worry for 3 year elections at the constituency level. I our tongue will be to me because we belong to this faction, we are part of us, and don't vote for him and all those things. I mean, I don't really understand it. And what has even happened right now in MPP or happening right now in MPP, no crime one is there. One of us say we a polling station executive member. They are the kingmakers of the party now. Who Obiri aspire to become either a party official, constituency official. And those people are rather threatening you, intimidating you, that if you don't vote for this man, we'll get you out. Who now power? Give me the mandate to administer or lead you. As so, who now power? Keep making moments a woman threat words or whatever. Because Obi not talk for a say 55 cities form until now. Or a catch is 1 yes, I may say. I mean, the whole thing maintain the whole thing, I say. Maintain the whole concept, I say. But it looks as if the polling station people don't even know their functions, the role to play. So I think they need to run something like orientation for them. Because many times we tell them what you can do and what you cannot do. But look at what is happening now in MPP. And you have all over. So, our time and their time, there's a vast difference. And
Yenti, Onuachino, and I'm say, Honorable Frank Apiabai. Now, o constituency, Akropong constituency, we are more Jumano, Caneno. Na eto de only honorable Kwe Ajela bi Juma as MP.
Yes.
And one lawyer Boafo so ye Juma. And Nana Madukua or assess where send a constituent name human call transparency notice of poll near the any that constituency.
As a matter of fact, last time, me and my friend say, me pese me yes me criticize Obi because Ghana because it's the way we would the call. But I am not elder seem to make us I know.
Before I bet to us now, okay, free press. Say. You're looking at Tommy Thompson, yes. And Nani editor near
that's right.
Kwaku.
That's right.
Yes,
that's right.
Kwaku.
That's right.
Okay, good. Thank you. We can proceed. Yeah.
So
yes, I say constituency up to now. I would jaho. Send you. Are you impressed so far?
Mama can't say true. Brame or horse no. Nani perfectly say things were not going on. Well, want to say I may exit here now. We say no. Achiss wanke yenya
them yo.
Achiss wanke NC. So then they realized they began to realize that oh fine, Achiss was such a great guy. Now they said me say well me my job. But as a matter of fact, me who ninti what they pull offering them forms are bro. Now to me kasi memfa moyi. But currently, especially, course now, it was very, very bad. Because all the forms he buy was a Fabegu officer. What I used to do is I'm a fair coordinator. See, the Makaji say, oh, be 15 polling stations. Marima this number of forms. Go and sell them. So Biba Tamawa is a different ball game altogether. But just take them away. So that everybody will be able to get a copy if he or she
to assess it.
To assess the forms.
Yes.
Nti say me and say we that's the time no so. Now one for my closing nomination. We and answer we are whoever will win will win. Into we prepare we register no as they call the album no. That's a person who seek re-elections. Say obi fima new person be baba. If you want to rerun, it's very easy to lobby the person. Say what's my point? Rather than saying say o yi mpema 70 mpesa mama na form. O yi yo onipa nipa anaso yi wa kamani mpenti mere man form. You don't do politics like that. Let me show you a particular. Let me tell you a particular instance. There's a guy our friend Steven Asare Dako. If you can remember, me packing my carpet, or the motorbike on also obedu. No say chairman me bow. I'm so sad. I dance man. No so chairman. La telephone ya madame mentias you. One person one my forms in bito. Let me so how. One more been to them. Young cop. Timi sanka so ni me china me dam on abeno call party office. Na me yi form. Na me man so coffee no fa nko. Okoto aba. Stephen winning. So Wabeye executive member. Time me do that memory elections. Steve was openly opposing me, campaigning against me. That doesn't mean anything. A part of the game. But honestly, we throw. Yes. You show how skillful you are, but you don't expect all the people to support you. It's like the present elections or Osi, oye, asibesi.
And the way you're bending.
You're bending two factions. This is very bad.
Yes.
So, Muvia, one almost one year part of you won't be unto Mano. They also have some sort of
grievance and pain. Yeah.
They have their supporters. How are you going to tell them to vote for you? Wrong.
There's a more papa party.
There's a young man Obama American also no factionalism they were holding that. I'm saying no can't ask them. It was something we were always preaching against.
We're preventing say Emma you.
Enti Namori de
more party.
The rules are there. You want to bend the rules
to favor you.
The
other person will be bitter.
Somebody is disqualified, but I still want to bend the rules and put the person there. What is that? Is that how to do a politics?
No.
Your politics. No, a wrong politics. Approach Namori. Oh, Namcho. Oh, what time I trim? You know, they bring to make a me time I trim.
Adum
Yes.
And it's a background I made the root and
what's the metam? Meaning I can mention names to you, but I don't want to do them here.
Ofri chairman, yeah. We patron I say we are party no way.
It depends on you. They might decide to make you a patron or a council of elder or whatever. Oh no. Me, I decided
to
not
stay
to
off.
do politics again.
Active politics.
Yes, because it was taking a lot of my time. And Kwe was always insistent, Achiss, get out of politics. When we say maybe in 2000 elections, I didn't even go to lobby you. Mr. Shia, may his soul rest in peace. Honestly, well, he's late. Not only regional secretary. And then they were making appointments, and Mr. Shia said, no, Achiss. Because we are coordinator for NADMO. Oh, yeah, and I said, okay, fine. I took the appointment. Me you man happen at Quilla because hey, who do we scatter that? Who them scared the one we breed it out. But you know what? Only I'm ready to say we are banska. Intimacy man. Because now Quay the men near Juma that time no real estate company, Quay investment company.
Okay.
And I was there. He took me with him. Just said me yes, he was a project development officer.
As now the one that.
No catch was a message man will go anywhere say. Until one that from one said man me bio. I didn't write anything. I just decided to say me then. Go bio. Many 1 month. What you hand over the adina mam. Any 1 month or the pressure to me just me man. Me jaya man. So what them just. But ne obiru ko ma bribe or lobby seriously or the adjuma man. Or my bribe. no I confirm no worry yes. I mean,
na chairman o time no na mo chen tuma no mo call election dia dia
never
ko chen tuma say wo dey ko dada obi no to abama wo
uni mo kwa me fa so di chairman
chairman kasa metie o
me na jare ko labi ne ekofra na na di ankama ye de be di constituency chairman first year ba wo say mu ye sure say eren fa problems bi amana yes o there be say you be call elections and we will lobby the people to vote for you. No, so okay, so between I be asum be bank and ameye. Na dey am no a businessman, no company, obosu company. I'm not about the laboratories for secondary schools and other things. You lose elections, the collapse his business. Yes. Eti yes, onya contracts. Eti oja constituency to one or until the Arabians say, Achiss, you take over conscience. There was another man, gentleman, be what Mampong, or friend is Mr. C. Dudu. Until you know, Kokasa, I know so, Charlie. May the time, near man, cost well, my business is on cost well. Mean to me, Nigeria, I will support you, come and take it over. And I also buy one term. Now we're in opposition into also the next elections, also on your then, on your view. But this same Eddie and common man again. You don't call Eastern Region. Yes, you don't call Kodi regional chairman. Now regional organizer that time of friend or champion to move so many. And I'm saying she I'm a on any regional secretary. But then His Excellency President Akufo Addo uncle of friends Yagoji. He was the regional chairman. And I could be so there be on pay Yagoji's performance in the Uncle Tunian for the Ankamanya. So I led the operations of Kofoda. Ya kwena yokutu nana Yagoji yedi na nedi ankama
kosi ho
yedi na nedi ankama kodi chairmanship no hakman also ajima no mu and party stalwarts and the big wigs ni nyina they didn't like it because it was a political underdog. But na nedi ankama be proof he said yes
he can do the job.
He can do the job.
And indeed he delivered.
And he delivered.
Yes.
This period, this money issue, call elections at Achiss. I didn't pay a peso to anybody to vote for me. Because my reason is that, me babe sumo, who say me ma brab say J, my ma brab na ma kwana me sum. Babe sum babe be say me mra say ska. Then there's a me ma brab answer. And for idea me losing election of any or anything, and ya dey be how me. And yes be am tie in America.
But Chama, what say be much tomorrow constituency?
Why not? Meaning anya hanko. Enya ntoma one watch is scanning ade nyina watch it.
So you say an inducement.
A political offense if they don't know. In 1992, Electoral Commission Brian handbook be a political offense, a inducement.
Yes,
as you said, a political offense, but they don't know.
Now when you can say insult or be as a general court, say on person will make a decisive decision. Now I want to influence your mind.
America no say polling station for now war. We kingmaker no. Nipa na ore ba be pewu to minimum more intimidate you say one oh yes unu you cry grant audience to this person cry me you dinga fi register am
oni say 2 minutes
only 2 minutes
oni say 2 minutes
because what of forms amount
how much is the form
5 cities
or
what now say even if it's a million cities does it mean say why you want say zombies one more directions I'm told say won't to me here BBC. These are the people we want them to be officers of the constituency. Now, una regional, national, whatever, a delegate to say, Branabashana oversee the elections over here. No? After doing all these things, no, why is Harden at Okam? Now, where lies your neutrality?
And where lies your integrity?
And your integrity as well. I mean, what is this? Obi Finu constituency. See, or an agent or an operative of somebody who is aspiring to become an MP here. No, not to me for phone. I catch you with the dingtina and the pass me bar on in a casa. Then I called his constituency. Chairman on me, what me a chairman or a chairman, friend Douglas. Now my cousin said, Douglas, do you know this man? Who see you? I'm told he's aspiring to be this and that and that. See you. I'm saying he's a very foolish person. Look at what he's doing in my constituency. Tell him that I will drag him to court and injunct him to have anything to do in Akropong MPP. yet he's doing it. And because of that, the thing is didn't SME cancer man SME. Somebody is aspiring to become something. Now moment to me to car we want you to step down for Asimesi. Why don't you tell that Asimesi to step down for this one? I mean, what is that? It's a contest. Allow them to go.
It should be freely contested.
Yes.
Now, Chairman, Papa be a friend sent too.
Yes.
None of that. I'm saying we are chairman. Or none of the Juma constituency.
Another guy.
None of I'm so many almost disqualified. So many.
Very bad. Why? Because I have spoken. Oh, near time over until we're disqualified.
What time now on the Juma constituency?
Very well.
It will not say more than from so many more. But I will try minimum. A good comment to make.
One
Chairman, say that you're too about Okroma. What is your expectation?
Oh, may take a position. I'm still working on it.
Can we share?
Somebody is aspiring for a position. A core election or lower level. We're disqualified. All of a sudden, was skip. So they aspire for constituency officer. That's how.
Nah,
you were
disqualified.
You were disqualified. And so, how can you? And you were not disqualified alone with about 37 people, including Sandy Alboni. So, was one of support to an independent candidate against the party's candidate. And in MPP, when it happens like that, no expel. If they want to readmit you, within 4 years, you can't do anything. You can't take any official position. You become an ordinary member.
An observer of a sort.
Yes. So I wrote to the vetting committee. So this cannot happen. No 2 ways about it.
Did they adhere to your advice?
I've given them the warning. And I've told them that if they don't deal with the situation, I will not hesitate to go to court to seek redress.
And the election's coming out Sunday.
It doesn't matter. You can win and go to court, and court will order you to go
and rerun.
So I don't care.
Chama, o constituency adi jahwe. None of that. Rerun and ukuda.
Of the polling stations.
Lower Hills.
Yeah.
What's it?
Very bad.
Chairman, I don't know eroding your gains for the constituency.
What do you mean?
Me too.
Maybe the chairman na yentumi miti NDC 300 votes that 34. The maximum we did was in 1996. IBT NDC 275. What did I say? Fine. Then in 2000, there was a big split or MPP more.
No, we are chairman.
No, I wasn't the chairman then.
Okay.
Mr. Opare, Bibina Oti, Okrase.
Okay.
They wanted to unseat Ajari Kwelabi. And yes, Okan offer so the Kwelabi no. It's unfair. So some of us, now more boys we are not men one year game no. About friend ya beko. And about friend BA recently where and there's another guy with friend of Krampa. These boys were sharp. One a political argument, a discussion, how to say, yeah. Yes, no 2 ways about that. The way they want to disgrace Jericho. He was a sitting MP, and they were going to have primaries here, and a sitting MP didn't know that this day a primaries was going to be held. I remember telling them, say, you are just hanging, you don't know. So, let's deal with the situation. At that time, this Supreme Court judge, or friend of Justice Poaman, or the judge, was his way Justice Poaman, but now he was Kwelabi's junior,
okay,
very crack lawyer. To me, I just I'm going to say, "Now, what are you doing? My young fap one court." And Ose who Achiss na MP na me and then me home. Nti what's what to me? I won't go to me. Let me say, debut. That is not the issue. I can't worry for the higher then. It's a very big disgrace. So let us block it. Also, for us, I'm going to me finish chambers on the next room here. Poaman
Oko friend.
I'm called Justice Wama. I'm not a lawyer. Your friend is Scott. I'm Scott. I want you to do this thing for me. No say, but will your brother agree?
Now go ahead.
I say you. I said, you do it for me. So we decided, we're not going to bring any action against the party, but the perpetrators. When you must say, Edi ankama ya yede no kodi regional chairman ya.
Ho ba asemi.
Odi na afia ho ba asemi obenya position ni wi no. On Kufuor no because na jare ni Kufuor no mo nsa so papa. For let's say Ajari a troubleshooter now in the party until they want to get
him out.
Yes, we are no more boy and pray. Me mascot means I'm bringing an action against it, but we're not going to do it against the party. They will give it to them as individual people. Teacher Boating was the conscience secretary. Paria Mekanasemi was the chairman, Eddie Ankama and others. Until Lucy was the treasurer and all these people.
Coming in a goon.
You should rate individually. There were about 9 or so 11 defendants. And there was a guy or one latte, or say Agege Sport. So he became the plaintiff. Yeah, several won. Yeah, several won with a motion for injunction so that the primaries could not
hold.
Na court to grant an application.
The Betoso.
Yeah, there's several. So the Sykes was the national chairman. So take case, you know, what delegate will be above to come and represent the party or court. That they go for the high court. These 2 lawyers.
Give and take.
They took over the court. What point per judge in this were upon court or all cases. Go for the lawyers and we was 2 lawyers from Accra, Bekan law pa court.
Give and take.
Hey. Now what grantee? Because first in your code interim injunction. 10 days for them to come and argue. Until that was the day we had the argument. They gave a date for the ruling. Then the case was ruled in our favor. Until I just said, it is a primary scenario to me, Maso. It will rule in our favor. Quickly, no, those guys come on. Mumra Krani, you negotiate. You can negotiate here. You need to once and my date for the primaries. The yaba primaries na ajari ko na bi winning primaries no ana me so paria me mekan akoso Dr. Boy ni say onte ase no woko elections a ono be biti ko labi na primaries na yeko ene de nipa kakra bi na akokere won adwen enti no odo be ko independent enti Dr. Boy ni yes be ko independent. So the constituency chairman at that time supported the independent candidate. He was expelled. He was expelled from the party. And 4 years, this man could not operate. So that was when I walked in and contested for the chairmanship. I made the chairman.
And you won.
I won. And the margin was just 36. Master, the 36 was the 34 votes now between. How we made data, it's not easy. And look, you jump on Tiasi on the court. Not any NDC for Intokari. Mumpaying for be Mujinoma, Achiss, small boy, Adrebomo. And as I get to our residence, was I'm not jump was a DC. It was not a municipal at that time.
Okay.
And I took over from there. Remember by here, and I said, no. This is my strategy. We need to get some people to come and vote with us. We can never increase our vote. Somebody belongs to MPP because NDC because until young I say. And we also assumed that time say Sabita fracture. I be NDC waha. So, yes, we'll handle that situation. The me catch one say, "Share election results now. Few Obosoma Beka Akropong. MPP wins every polling station in the
constituency.
Well, Obosoma say not to Akropong. But I say, well, that is where they used to neutralize our vote on our top up. So let us deal with the situation there. You be poaching. So we started near Nibrimukasa, near Chirewon, why they should join us and all those things. So I remember we were going to have elections on 2004. Na City FM4 by say Ombabe interview me. Iti Ombabe so more interview me no obisa me see. Inti elections are Morocco 2004 elections are Morocco. Are you sure you can beat the NDC? Me say yes, we can. Also, so you think you can beat NDC with a margin of about hot? Na me so. Media, me say this time round we can beat NDC for about 10,000 votes. According to how is that possible? Obi I want to be beating the trend that how can you beat him for? How can you beat them for 10,000 votes?
That margin, yeah.
Let me say, well, I'm telling him, I'm assuring him that we're going to beat them for not less than 10,000 votes. So, on me, any discussions are not quiet. Lo and behold, you're ban. First time, you beat NDC over 11,000.
So your calculation had been being overachieved, yeah.
So the guy called me and told me, yes, gentlemen, you know your job. Because when you told me, I thought it was just a job.
Of ambitious, yeah.
So yes, I said yes, I knew why.
But Chairman, let's trickle down to Sunday elections.
Yes.
What are you anticipating?
Well, in our time, for instance, like we were saying, Nipa Checheska, or Chechentama, warrior this, warrior that. Masa. In our time, Yeriko elections, whatever be the case. But Checheska, yen time na, ebi mu Checheska sao. Maka say me actually, no Checheska. By yen time, woman scanning we are. Then Nipa na is a group. No, I can't just say, look, Skade, what am I?
Yampo, Yaji.
Na mom say them. Mommy use young agri.
You obey Jumana May.
In our time, no, Sana na yeah then. Yeah, selections. Go 2007 or 2006 elections, Congress or Legon, for instance. Some people were giving monies like that. They were paying 1,000 cities, that's 10 million cities to delegates like that. My president, our group, were giving people 200 cities. But yet he won. But he said, why hadn't it as an auction? I bought you the forms for a seminar to Abanamam. I have given you 1,000 cities. Until on my mom is scared soon. They are not looking at
the highest bidder.
Yeah, so it's very disappointing.
Chairman, and constituency more as a strategist, tactician. Chairman, me send agent. What is your expectation? Yeah, well, on my name, Mesa Bonsu. Apparently, records just a brea obejina ye na ankoyi amano. Wanti antena. One constituency netiha, omo ya outdoor, omo ye ye, omo ye engagement, everything. He has been serving very close to them. I think the incumbent in the call second vice or a region into a generator send you busy her. Yeah, so that form. Now you won't say be a former Yamawa and then make her begin to a kama. Because same 9 years. It's Asia Hanako say. Oman Ohuya say Kane Chairman Bekuya Tiesim and Kuja Tiesim or Chantuma nearly or say medium medium because now neutral the baby so neutral saying and the one in your neutral nearly.
Let me cut in. Now people are talking about Uncle Eugene Chantuma. They are all doing the same thing. They are all doing the same thing.
But as a neatin yeke, you want to
I don't want to talk about anything, but it's a no backphone or HS Harden. But probably Eugene is doing that because Obi you're different in Jonas and another. I'm not defending. I'm not holding breath for Eugene.
But in all, you condemn. Say I think it's a very neutral grounds, very a friend is saying a level-headed something. That's a way so that people they will not be induced in a way.
But they are doing it. I've always been talking about it. Now, what you make a chairman is
what time at you?
Yen time Omane comes to me. Omane the first time Oriba Bejina was as a chairman. He called me, he came to me, introduced himself to me, and told me about his ambition. And therefore, he needed my support. And I said, oh, I don't have a vote. And I'm no more an executive member. So what else do you think I can do for you? Also, no, still, Ofelese met me, Abuan. I listened to him quietly and so went away. You know what? The only thing I can do for you, I'm going to give you contacts. Go to them. Tell them, say, me say, bra. Now, also you need to one then 1 wow. I gave him some few names and all those things. He went around, I think about a week later, he called me again and came to me. I cried, I'm not by him. I said, hey, chairman, you still have influence in the constituency.
Wow.
And I said, Adeyana. So, no. Nipane to dimpe, se me se una se me humpe na won ani age. Na wo so wo hwe me a, me yet say oh. Na this and this and this and this and this and this and that. I'm say, well.
Unuma pa bi do achi. Yo.
So that's how it is. Indeed, me the party now warrior. I keep advising them. I say, look, as a chairman, yes, we your favorite candidate, but at the same time, what you say because this is the person I support, and therefore you are going all out. Yes, you sacrifice your position. It's not good. Who support to be? That's why you be binenya. You tell the person. Like Abu Akwantu, your original executive committee meeting, you see other chairmen and other MPs always fighting and stuff like that. At times you disagree on issues, but you're in public. Oba, me kono ha me ko me say mpese me no ka say me na ko she dem. Younger trash issues. He's a very fantastic man because honestly, you Kofi issues. I'll confer with my chairman. He gave me the respect.
That respect. He also gave
that
respect back. Yeah.
And he's a very good man. Just a very fantastic person.
So the Jojo was there.
Maybe some other colleague chairman. But why do you need to fight with the MP?
Yes, you disagree, you sort out, and then you move. But Obiso Obeka say no peno. And I was away. Me na me connected with her. Me na me two-way do me that kind of yeah.
Near Koso wa ha. Oto abamu ya. Okoye say oto abamu ya. Some of the things make most studio crowd obesero. They affect him.
Wow.
And yes, they say they told me say oto abama send pass me here. Obeso support is ni pay. Anything I young group. And I'm saying, a group, why do you do that? And then I say, oh, my create 2 factions in the constituency. The man you're lucky no be could fit group A. Now group 5 no someone won't go see up a 10 bias.
Rift no be.
I can't remember people should ban that because first, they used to buzz delegates. And go by elections, they say, be a primary. Now one aspirant you. I fetch you a delegates in another hotel. One could die, one moon sky, why once and 2 bones say the day of the elections, not one go buy, not one nobody will get access to them. That is one to amount. What she was no electoral offense into 1 year then. Now this is the time for MPP also to reform their says I don't know because I am wrong. When you all belong to one party or this political party. In 1992, there were 5 or so aspirants. Dr. Mrs. Quest, Ajariku Lebi, Dr. Nipare, Mr. Ampofo, or Akwantu Sovia. And then I think one more person. They will tell you that you're not qualified to become MPs. Now, me fellas met to me, I a better MP than me competitors. You know, you don't go and blackmail or insult somebody because on another pray as it is happening now. Dr. Kwame Safwedu, for instance, Mekai 1992 presidential Congress Oba. Osi nipa ne yere pride ni nyina obia qualifies to become a president. I me Kwame Safwedu me say metumi aye adwuma no ntimo mfa mame. Dr. Addison will come and tell you this. J.H. Mensan will come and say this. When you know, worry bonkomo. So, but no, besides say two, your friend is saying, factions here. Can the two of them be together? And do you think it is fair for MPP to be a democratic party? So why? Why don't you want somebody to compete you? Who join MPP? Person say, we are then competition. We are now back. So when you're ready for competition, don't come and join the MPP. And if you don't want a competition to go on, don't come and take over. And I said, don't come and take any office. No, I can say, I'm coming to work for somebody. Police station for one for our no. Party a human will babe, and I say, personality a human won't babe. Personality court or build a party. That is what's going to kill the party. So earlier, they stop those things, the better. Treachery. Wrong. Very bad. So
okay,
that's what I
Chairman.
Yeah,
I'm saying yeah, bring ya bit.
Yes.
Chairman Achiss, any area yes, 0551667755. 0551667755. Wait me afraid by community episode account now or the account my Chairman Achiss. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Consider obeying new executives to lead your
the
constituency. Juma wa yepen. Okato andi kra obetime hu bibia in your memory. Ufo say incumbent the chi say okoba bi fufuro. Ama mpanyinfu yo he wono ma yepe organizer anom ni ade na no ada youth organizer keka say bi kwa pehina anim ha ma ene party the tabernacle no so wantimi ama ohwe woman organizer anom ni ade bebe kwa ya baby ya num any awo ya nko. Chairman, in your assessment, I know you to be a man who they also so much and waham. You say it as it is. What is your expectation? Who can do the job?
As a matter of fact, nipa basanya abobo wundi. Obako, Missy, she doesn't qualify to contest an election in this constituency.
Okay.
Yes. Party in rules room and a party in your constitution on the year. It is clearly stated, said, well, Baba pray slot waha and as a person obey your constituency officer. The person must be known or working in the constituency for not less than at least 2 years.
24 months.
Yes. Sa lady awa ba osi oba be pre me bisa nko say now who is this girl also oto aba am say oto aba there is a difference between me votu aha and me ye party person wa ha me tikroma sa baba me nimu ofi no so ofi mu no kra me ko ho me na ba akra hin fi me ko ho me hu no ho da so I took a phone and called akra hin o say me of I say that did am say please we are not to nchen me no yere ka politics asem
Emra
obey party member wa habreben party adwuma ben no obey wa ha anya say me gina ha mere campaign but it's a fact. So I've taken myself, I instructed my lawyer to write to the partner and say, no, this girl does not qualify. Why? Because who's the only national organizer? Now damn who party head office. Try me mayor one crying. I make sure they vote in Akropong. Voting crank. Can any of them come here and say Obabe contest elections because Achiss him there, me papa?
Chama mame kwa home so me no ka say coordinator MPP coordinator elections near Ekoso. The reporters I could do omo mayen a very brief report on what is going on the ground. Question uti e kai mo achi.
Yo yeja yesu mo ha.
Samo akwaba edeba freezo. Question hina mujina say.
Yo need the medical ama weti funyina Achiama wan akwa the about command radio and command TV so. I pay yababi primo was Salem old Salem metre as a PC University. University hona yababi primo sisia men oka say Akropong constituency do parliament and what from the North constituency no coordinators abato no eguso ekoso prim Menoka say the Woguso Fre Bron say Womra na Wometo Woguso de Mehu say electoral officers no Eguso Ekaka Woniama Boom Godfather and Niniano Mugusa electoral officers no Wakaka Woniama Abum say Mehu say Ahimbrom Fona Edikan Sia Fonia meeting a church round say Ahimbrom fo ena Ejina Nakano Hoa enche bia no na wareto ahimbrom fo so aba ni page na wa ahimbrom no ye Mr. Asante and one black and a Michael Asante and so one ni pabasa wogina original wo ahimbrom sisi ameno ka say one edu won so ya wogina naka no ho electoral officers no ejina ho hyehyehye niama erikeka kaka niama asiani sene ebe ya ahimbrom fo ebetimi ato wongaba.
Okay, and Menoka say we a timetable by na Bruce concurrently. They are supposed to vote concurrently. And yebia ofri Akropona obekọ mia and a lower hill. So say cause and yebia manya information say lower hill then so cause one say it say
efe yedu yenya information bia say lower hill ereko de but near minimum say imprin no Akropong de na efiase sisi ane de Akropong de na efiase but yebe rewremu hu say lower hills ene mia ya aka no so eho aba no so erekosan na so na chama yebe economy saka opan ni pa ba ko a ono so oye delegate a ono so to aba ni bi ewo osan brom odina ma osan brom mepese yebetwa beng na nsem ba ko abien ye no edi ehonkomo
ase ko ani na bonitel but asana abekọ no ohwe aye baya notice by no say attention kindly take off the elections of electoral area coordinators which is tomorrow 20th May 2022 group 1 Akropong Christchurch 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and yebia we hwana na fe no re no
the pacho to see the Akropong constituency group 1 and wanga dua worry nti Akropong constituency group 1
na to say about 1 sorry about 11 1 hour
about
late
11
they are 1 hour late and all the 5 electoral areas election will be held concurrently at the same venue and oka ho asem no latte 10:30 a.m. and they about 11
you say about 11
abotari amonochrome 11:30 sabre nenka osebi o monochrome oba nima abutachi mampon tutu obosomase manfi group 2 eno kwamoso yeah was said 9 a.m. no nanka concurrently I cost no so rekoso ena mampon kwanta adoso abenta all the new mango ase kabu tenkon konko ena behinase ene nyina beto tenkon Pentecost church 10 kwanta eno ye eme school ena okrase Paul Kuma ni nyina ye ne mewa nti em se bre no eko enti ye betre se modi mani be di akire na makọ lower hills ye hu ne eko so also so said directive just said they are supposed to run concurrently alongside.
Okay, chairman, you be yen sa pepepe e di amayan ahefo and the America say the say yenya mfoni kakra video kakra amayan ahefo erehwe yen afie Command TV enti say zigi nsabeka na ne erekoso bia no ahefo enya kwan ahwe ne erekoso wa ha na medi kanka say mensa ka yen nuabarima Eddie ewo yen nche ha oye delegate ujina ewo osan brom electoral area udi ejima yi mutintiman pa ye bepese ye ne betwetwe nkomo ba ko abien bi na wadaroma wo so wasom na watwaso wo se kwan da ho a
ekwada obetimi akoso
yo ora ye mo achen mo akwa abado ba Command radio Command TV 97.1 meje wo so yo bebo udin na wa kire yen na juma wudi wa ha
me dindi edi akufu me di kan me tia wa atiefo nyina na wa ahwefo nyina okomanfo maya de ne di kan se me bɔ maba so isan se yen hu se okuapman hu hiam ampa okuapman da ma akoma so mo ne ama mo ye ne mo twempanyinfo ba ya de ya da ma se ye di kan me da ma se ansa wo eno hu you inne dwumadi titiriwa wodidi eye te se ne a unu apanyin owo studio kan no yare to coordinators na me ye chairman ewo Osan Broom electoral area primary A chairman nti enu ye enso ye ba behwe na ya boa amayana to ne ya pa onipa obehwe party na ma party na konani eni ti na ye bai
eti say we fi ase no hefo na retu say
ye Ahimbroom post office around post office Akropong post office side from one na one abu winding ha won fi ase awo
okay na mu fi ase kitikiti bi anasa mente me ho ase bi ama ne ho so wa ha na
sebi edi asa ye kuapemfo because ye kuapemfo ya very difficult say kuapemfo ya de na basabasa ye ti ase biribia si ye de yan anu na eka enti anopa yi ene ne ama check akra ansa na yere to abe na mente me ho ase ni bi ba abon no na nso mpanyinfo ahwe asiesie na bi yi ato yi nti wo hwa se we a be twa mfoni akire we tiefo a wo se ye ni je ni asrew wa ntokro bia ni wa asi ya asundwe ma ye nyina de nyina ye oman kekere na ye nyina ye ngaja atum se ukuapman ete se fa ntama befra nti ye nyina ye wa we ni tua se ntokro wa tiu ye owo we mi nyame ba akwa ye ma ni je ni hu se esante on a black jina obon komo no re ka chire politics di dingu no wasero na me say mo abeto abeti ayen ana ase ye na ba abeto aba ma ne ye de sero efe enti ye ha de asulude mbiribia ni wa asi ye ni de semwa
udi kan se anopa no na se sanka was starting no nkron na mente me ho ase bi e ma ne ho so wa ha obetimi akire mente me ho ase kakra epeja ne ho no
mente me ho ase e bai ne se na madam Dokuya kire se abon ni pedi bi wo ho a na nka se wo disqualify wo na wondin ba abon no mu nti panyin ko hia
o tra honorable Amadukia MP for
Akropong constituency ono no ntini amani bi ase nti panyin twehia na wona ni nyina susu keka bom nti se yi ato yi ma ba bia se wo de hihye nyina ho ahihya yere to anything about na abaso
na wotimi yi nipa ni bi fi mu se na openo na ana
you manya nti se by na se metumi akase kwadwo ana kwamana de minnim nipa na titiri jesi wore bobodin na yebe hu se ham no yi ni team ana aswe na manya nti se wo fi meeting na se an wore ba ha ye de na manya nti se won yi nipa be 12 bi afima edumien bi afima minnim ni nti a nyina se a wonyan a wode na ye MPD for the ya temerase nti biribia ye be nbokwa enye basabasa be ma gina biribia gina yi
yo chairman Akufu Eddie yebeda wase wo bra wo de amayen na ye ne watwetwe nkomo wo Kuma radio ne Kuma TV so chairman wadaroma sa woti yenka
kwasi yete onka ewa ha se ne wo kan bibia ekokama enti sese no yebehwe nim se yebetemuka ya no ka se ukọ Okuma TV a Facebook live wo se pictures no any video no namo a Salem school ho ne me ekoso kama kwape for the ni se me ade abasabasa bi so debi we are not known for that enti yebe conduct ehun ye na yakoso a ne ma kama ene da na chema hwe na bibia ekoso kama ene bibia ekoso kama ewo eye Salem school kwasi yebeda ase BBC a emaya so nsi wo ho na boya mani
na nka ba mitima kakra na nka ma hese emese ahadi sa brom wan atu awie jaga wato mi ho ono menka sa meni emse wan atu ha na wie sisi anti wadaroma yebe
fama ne boy akosi sei
yo chema mensa ka jaga p wa ha a ono so oye coordinator wa ha eti ye baby sa no sani aha so jaga ye mo akwa bade ba Kuma radio no Kuma TV
ye niamia
Yo, na mo aba na ko den hipu na gina in Bromben na.
Yo ahimbrom electoral area me ne eye Kofi Dixon and kwai.
Yo.
Ba nya min chade on ato aba no bi ani ye nyina apai. Obi anya 66. It is here no ye hwe ne electoral commission ne besan aka. It is here the aba na apai.
Oh, okay.
Yes, 66. Nya 66 yo.
Okay, yo. Yeah, better masinti. Chairman na ote ahimbrom de no apai wa ha Dixon enya 6 and Jaga P Mr. Ampofo ono so enya 6 the 3 electoral commission for I say we be shia na wa hwese ne we be sifa aye no afa eti wadaro ma ye de besi ha na yakwa koto aso na 3 yaba de ne ebeka bi abramo
ana pa kwese ye beda ase ene adwumaden a obo Pakwasi AJ a producer Edema Command Kasa Jumedi on one and what Sima on Kofi Kori Hajiman or my sign a report egum pia. And say Kayano 0551667755 and 0270191971. Obet me afraid now Opaso can say me chairman Achiss quite ho Masa Kagumini and time neo. But I didn't buy me afraid.
Your friend Obra
Akwantu Sante.
I
just sent to Akropong today.
Boko.
Wadaroma. Nyakopondum ekrem yetio.
Chia akomanga tiefu nyina ene dwuma pa akomanga di ukwapeman ene Ghana man mu nyina. Ade ba akopɛ ena no pe maya. Anhye mi nkuran papa. Meje di se ere ma sa di. Akoman radio akwatra a ukatwi se o teborofo a wo wiase nyina mu no ukatwi se wo de ka ahye nipa bi nkran na bu na bi a etse nipa no kodi no won akodi adenti se delegate kwa akoto aba kwasida ana se ne wo do to aba ayi nipa bi akodi party anim na wo de brofosem kire party bra party abusu ni na ade nyina ba epemesa amiri na se sebe udang ni nyina utekremani nyina kwa ye brofo a no ti sabe min kase ne school wo ho bebre na mom no ti baby ye no yan delegation ni bi sanete obi wo ha wo ka kire wo bi san bibi ya fa party nya onim jese obi aka kire nse kwana kwa yese eni ndi sanka wo kan twi ni bebre ana se ni pe tie wo ana wo tie wo ye no onim adwuma pa wa ye ni na constituency na ti se ya anka me dedi sababu ayem bibiri ya da na se ene wabebu nipa bi ani wo constituency nim bra nipa bi nim se constituency sana na etini anasa sana na etini do na waye na waja hwa erisen abeye ne yawode obi a wo yebiribi na uja ho na wo si nipa bi de se ya abeye wo yawo na anso eya abotere wonfa koma nya de bebre wiase yo ebise obetumi afro bi a ode kire no bi mu kwan abafa so ya ba kire no eno obewu sana etise oye enti ada chama Achiss as ono je Akropong constituency gina ho eno mama constituency na gina ho Akropong constituency be gina ho da ama wiase de kwa obegete kaname ntuka bi abanya twam no Nyankopong afa ni wiase na so Nyankopong fa ni wiase ide anya constituency a NDC betu meje afia nsem ta na ma asi bebre ma mo no yo so
I just sent to Arapel se beda se I just sent to Asante dey Asante Boafo you do not friend I just sent to na on so the same abetu edwai em say ye try say ye sabe kan reporter kwesi na em say on ensem yenu bi apese ode etugwa na ye sorry so anisa also betimi ahwe kwesi uti aka
chama metemo kao
ye mo akwaba
yeja
okay boy
menya
so menya no
me na me katro beteme ho ase bi asanga sorry no ho ha den my electoral processes no ahote yo ye besanga ba biom ne tene se abato no ne edikan akoso eye ahimbrom amana pai 66 Wogusuna na ye Antimagi a oye MC ewo suhum MC a abanga yi ne se anase MPP mpanyefo yi ne se onhwa abato no so no se wanya call se chairman of the committee afreno se one halt abana na wonhia ewo Cozy Rich Hotel eti mejemedi se wanya videos a senia aha ahiti kakra wa ha yenu ya my godfather Mr. Sidio Day let me who say electoral processes ne ho official say no yensa kan wa ha wadaroma ye be kɔ ne hotel na ogina hobi oni wa hu de ekoso na ode ho amane so aboye
abani day anapa ye mo achi
akura meje so na mo tren mitia matie gu
nyakopo dom ye gina ye nai so na anapa me yasemo to aba na ase mo jai se mo twen so ne meet e dey na ekoso
akura anka we the cinema can report no say na Akropong constituency yet to the various electoral area coordinated selections. When you know all the 5 electoral areas delegates na yinim se won ato abayi won no. Ya besi former Salem university election officers oma yi won from region no want to won aba ya chase ayimbrom ne chase ayimbrom no we nipa 12 na to aba no into no ekwaye draw 66 the net ne so won besan to bi won besan down won besan to bi but yet and say anti magi secretary of the committee honorable MC chairman of the committee no wa friend we say o mra sisia na one small meeting be answering ashas. The bitan sa dan na o se dan wu nim papa na nkasa. Di esi ayi wonyina o gyina obi a egyina ye twɛn tam meba na asan ahye abato na tigi. Nti na asemeti wo Akropong PUC ni.
Ete obeka ne yi asese na mo twɛn so akose breben.
Eno na tese aberwa pe no benim. Esi a wokɔ no amɛ mera wo meba back. Wo se wo ba chairman afro wo ba. Nti ne yɛntwɛn. Nti ye watwen dube 1 hour 30 minutes I refer na etie na ekoso ndi watwin
na chairman fra mo a mo ka ho a processes no eni sam so mo tie bi na mo na ekoso e poben
we committee meeting we invite you be committee na was o mesha ba no to no so no won na we kosia nti no we committee member we have no business
enkobi oye e je say ne mo atun de e valid ana say ko ba na be
no aga valid but tap I66 apai ndi was not to be
enti omo ba me fa ne say process ni start ya hot on ba be start bio say ne apply dey just start to bio
say be san acha pepe
na o timetable amode ye adwuma na me hwe timetable da manim ha ya ma me hwe me won say na sim fi ase be say non dubre ana non kronkra
9 what the answer
you non krona
11:20 ya ni answer
thank you na mo start non kron na committee ya ha na ma start 11 na mu wie ya ye say apai afi de mo nya akra no committee ni adi sabre about 11:34 enti breben na mo be wie o hwe a timetable o ha na enka say mo wie 5:30 da no bia mo beto aba mo anwie da no e ma mo say call the next enti e kire say aba we and ye likely say mo ntimi nwie ne dem de call chamemene eni ade who is saying
wache mutu team ba ko Lower Health nti won do gusu ya woye minim so won so ngafere won a nti san we nti team ba ko so Upper Hill anga se ne ko no de anga enti mum because nipa no no so and baby anso ni nipa eroto aba no nti say I bro mo say 2 police station and plus the contestant no nti nipa 12 pen to aba nti nu be 5 minutes gra no won ato awie ne ya kan awie nti san kan say pai ne pai ya anka ye ko ngani another electoral area obi say penny asimpo ni ye frɛ no there's only one person or contest in Jonas walk on push. Yo, you know.
Ebeda boy primo na yahunu send your name si echo efa.
Yo, inti ade wa ha inti bibia sinsu ya obama waso ate.
Mesro se buano na onya coordinator ya owo kronde say ayi asie Lower Hill na yehu ne ekoso ho nso so inti buano.
Okay. Yat.
Yo, best be kabibi. Yo, medas. Kwesi kasa.
Yo, yan fan 20 yefu enim say it is confirmed say nipa 14. Aha bi wo hono a won ayi won substitution bi akoso ewo album nim. Aha yenra asiedio there the information no e ma mi ansa na on the reading commodity so it's confirmed say substitution no guso a erekoso ewo our born eti yema yengani na ho na yehwe ne a erekoso
ase anapa yɛbɛda ase brɛ sɛ mu ne yɛbɛsa no adi ahyia
yo yɛbɛda ase yo
pa kwasɛ gye na yɛna kɔwie chairman yɛbrɛ nti sɛ yɛbɛtwa ne taw na wadaroma anapa yɛbɛda ase ɛne obrɛ ɛne wadagye program yi deɛ ɔba so a na yɛabo abɔdin sɛ woyɛ lifetime achiever kyerɛ sɛ wabɔ so no wobra wayɛ wofa mu de ɛde ama humanity wokuro woman wabusua ɛne kyerɛ sɛ neɛ ɛsɛ nipa yɛ biara no ɛne wayɛ nti anapa yɛbo aba so yɛne yɛtiefoɔ ne yɛmpanimfoɔ nyinaa ɛde aseda kyekyerekye ɛna yɛde ma wo ɛnɛ anɔpa yi wadaroma wobɛkɔ nsɛm baako mmienu bi wɔ hɔ a wopɛ sɛ wobɛka aseda bi nipa bi na ɛboa wo wabusua mu wɔyere wasafo mu ɛne party adwuma ne ade business nti ansana no so kyerɛ no nnwuma a wopɛ na owie a ɔmmɔ ma wo na watumi adanda wo kakra ai
nnwuma mepɛ
yo dwuma apɛ paa yo
ɛyɛ high life anaa
adwuma bi apɛ wo kan wɔ hankɔ ɛbɛyi di ama wo
mepɛ Tennessee whiskey
nnwom no bi wɔ ha
akɔ YouTube a ho
ma hɔ yɛ ha Tennessee whiskey na chairman enti wadaroma aseda bi ne nipa bi a bɛpɛ sɛ wobɛka baabi akyerɛ wɔ mu
yes ma ne di ka mɛda mu medium yɛ ase na na ɛto so abi afotu a mede bɛma wɔn a ɛrekɔ akɔto aba yi ne sɛ obiara nya akokoduru mo obiara ehunahuna ne sɛ meyi wa fim ana mɛyɛ wo sɛ enti meyi wa fim ana mɛyɛ wo sɛ wɔn ayi sɛ wo sɛ wo na ɛsɛ wo kyerɛ ne ɛsɛ obedi w'anim nti manu a ɔreba bedi w'anim no mom nhunahuna wo sɛ ana sɛ
enti aseda deɛ baako mmienu bi
meda mase da atiefo ase da mpanyimfo a mebɛyɛ chairman wogyina m'akyi ma meyɛ chairman na obiara ne
pani ansasare
ne chadida kon adiobo many guys but
and only akwela bi
he's late
unfortunately on the bet in my betting
ajare de chase na nipa kura nim say oyemnua ya na mankran
nyonko nua
no was it say yan kasa yemi bia say na optimal me so metin ase me kai office you to me ko ya argument na yan buafu ya fa no bi afa and the same office wo say bia 1 week wotumi a watwa me ho me hu na matwa for wa na wasoma say Achiss way me kope onim asam na ka kire man twere ho a me hu say we are right so you let's move on well sana we ase we there
no
nti me do we ase
okay anafai yebeda ase we krado na ye ka enfangum Tennessee whiskey em say Achiss no uzaka
When did she get so good? She went to GuitarTricks.com. It's the fastest and easiest way to learn guitar. Are you reading my mind?
He's reading your subtitles. That's also how we know you have a crush on Jenny.
What?
I'm say you try say yes abeka ejomono na ya bo ediama chairman Achiss Tennessee whiskey utonyo na say perform pa
otane ai star ne ai Chris Stapleton no boss
yo I'm say we are trying to get this very music and I think okay in the interim